world's greatest professional fighters compete under the UFC banner. Among a roster of over 500, only 11 have the honor to be called champion. And even fewer are a step above that. John Jones, Jose Aldo, Demetrious Johnson, the flyweight king, constantly in the pound-for-pound talks, returns at UFC 186. And when his name is listed on a fight card, special things tend to happen. His challenger, 24-year-old Kyoji Horiguchi, is not only up for the challenge, but he expects to win in devastating fashion.
で KO で勝つっていうプランができてます。
Me and Horiguchi, we bring out great athletic ability. He's always fighting to the bitter end, so we're gonna find out.
In another showcase bout, CB Dalloway looks to break into the top 10, but he will have to get past perennial contender Michael Bisping first.
There's a lot of tough guys in the middleweight division, but, you know, I'm one of them. You know, I just gotta earn my spot, and victory over Michael Bisping will do that for me.
CB, I wish you all the best with the rest of your career, but it's not your night.
As Fight Night in Montreal approaches, this is Countdown to UFC 186.
I want to be the best flyweight fighter ever to go down in history. I want to be like, you know, when you hear about boxing, you hear about Floyd Mayweather every single time. You know, I want to be one of those guys where when they start talking about mixed martial arts, boom, it's Demetrious Johnson. But I don't want to do it with giving away my dignity.
Ah, there we go. You gotta watch that booty.
You know, I'm not out there driving the fastest cars, going out to the clubs in the night scene. That's just not who I am.
All right, let it rip. Ah, there we go.
You're not gonna find me out here running my mouth and saying, I'm the greatest fighter in the world, I'm faster than this dude.
All right, Munch. He loves his bath time.
I ain't got time for all that. Like, I'll show you in an octagon that I'm faster than you. I'll show you that you're too slow for me. That's just how I see it, and that's how I approach it.
All right.
But that's the way I like it, 'cause I'm a dirty dog.
Demetrious Johnson has truly been showing that actions speak louder than words. Since dropping the flyweight when the UFC introduced the division in 2012, he hasn't lost. He won the belt, defended it 5 times, and sits at number 3 in the pound-for-pound rankings.
I'm the king. I'll stay the king as long as I can, and I'm gonna keep on knocking him down, man.
The champion attributes his success to head coach Matt Hume and Hume's protege Brad Kurtzen, and continues to improve under their instruction.
'Cause I'm a dirty dog.
I want you guys to do a little drill. He's gonna bench press me up. Go ahead. Boom. When my weight is balanced, he can push me up. If he pushes me and I go unbalanced, I'm gonna stay down. He's gonna have trouble pushing me up.
Why? Your body doesn't work that way, does it? You can train your body to work that way, but most people don't. Your mind automatically tries to even everything out and balance everything so that you can lift properly.
As a coach, of course, I'm happy to have someone like DJ, who is an incredible athlete, who is very mentally strong.
You're doing your technique, and I push back on you. Now you're gonna be able to go under that.
Yeah, go underneath you.
He just followed the game plan from the day he walked in the door.
1, 2. Matt really saw this individual who not only had this unbelievable athletic gift. Add the left knee. 1, 2, 3, right knee. But also just had this thirst for knowledge that I think is really rare in this sport and what makes DJ such a unique champion. Then you go, yeah. Gotcha. And now if I do turn with you quick, you just go, there you go.
Brad Kurtzen, he's been with me since I made the drop down to 125, and it's awesome to have him because, you know, I only have 2 cooks in the kitchen, and that's Matt and Brad.
Take the shot, 3, 2, middle 9.
When I win, my coaches win. You know, Brad and Matt, they sacrificed for me to get better. And so yeah, it's not just me who's winning the fights. It's everybody at AMC Pick Creation that's winning the fights.
Everything feels good. All your kicks feel so good, and your knees feel great.
It's that synergy between coaches and student that has bred an elite level of success. And going into his last fight against Chris Carriazo, the expectations were high.
DJ was a big favorite going into the Carriazo fight, and of course we wanted to get in there and finish the fight. We wanted to do that with all the fights, but you have to put that out of your head. Your job is to break your opponent down and finish him, regardless of whether you're a favorite or an underdog.
This type of relationship is so rare, a trainer-student relationship that works so well. Thing to take a look at right away is how Carriazo deals with the speed of Johnson. It's sensational what you talked about Matt Hume working his strength and conditioning as well as his skills training. He's done an amazing job. He has the perfect student in front of him, and he's created a masterpiece.
Okay, get heavy on the wrist, make a little space, and then bust into it. Bust into it. There you go. There you go. There's that guillotine. Do some damage from there. There you go. Okay, you gotta show him the kicks. You gotta show him the kicks, you gotta change elevation.
Every single fight, DJ continues to get better. And I think that actually showed in the Carriazo fight. This is a guy who comes from a grappling background, and DJ basically took him down past his guard, grabbed his arm and submitted him with quite a bit of ease.
There it is, and it's all over. Demetrious Johnson defends his flyweight belt again.
Across the Pacific Ocean resides Johnson's next challenger. 24-year-old Kyoji Horiguchi, who was a champion in Japan before entering the UFC's flyweight division.
やっぱ日本の選手でスターがいないんで、自分がなってでどんどん格闘技盛り上げていこうと思います。5歳から空手を。なんだろう、ノーモーションでモーションなく入ってこられるんで、相手も多分分かんないうちに殴られて終わっちゃうっていうパターンがあると思うんで。で高校行った時にプライドとか流行ってて、やっぱり山本キッドさんに憧れて、試合はもうほとんど残ってます。やっぱ全部ワンパンで倒してるんで、すごい憧れました。
Horiguchi joined Yamamoto's famed Crazy Bee gym in Japan and began learning under his idol, who quickly became a friend and mentor.
Crazy Bee でナンバーワンプレイボーイのキッド選手です。どうも、キッドです。であとはそのコンビネーションだったり、その技の混ぜ方、あとはまあ精神的にもいつでも余裕を持ってやる、そういうふうに教わってます。
堀口選手はもう本当寝技も強いし、総合的に今一番上がってきてる。もう絶対ベルトは取る。UFC のベルトはもう絶対取る。そこから何年防衛する楽しみ。
まあここはいつも週末来てちょっと癒される場所。今日の当たりルアーはこの色。この色は 日によって全然ルアーの色とか形が違うやつとか時間帯とかでも違うんで、それを見つけるためにいっぱい色を交換しながらやっていくので楽しいです。まあ海外の人たちはちょっとリスペクト入ってて「おおファイターすごいね」みたいなやっぱみんな言いますよね。UFC からオファー来た時は、まあ、めちゃくちゃ嬉しかったですね。まあ初めての海外 UFC っていうことで、まあやっぱやることは変わんないんで、まあぶっ飛ばすだけなんで。
Horiguchi immediately showed UFC fans that he was a force to be reckoned with, and displayed his speed and athleticism, and he began knocking out opponents.
Kyoji Horiguchi! You can see what's got everybody talking about him and the hype behind this young man in this division.
After 4 straight wins, Horiguchi proved that he was next in line for the flyweight title. And he expects to take Johnson's belt in impressive fashion.
まあそうですね。やっぱり自分のファイトスタイルは KO を狙っていくファイトスタイルなんで、まあしっかりKO を狙っていきますんで、まあ。
This time in training camp, we're switching it up. We knew we were going to be fighting Kyoji Horiguchi for a while now, so Matt wanted to focus on my grappling aggression, where I'm just focusing on submitting my partners as many times as I can.
Go! Drive up, drive on the shoulder, drive up on the shoulder, inside the arm, there you go. Good, good, good.
And then when that first round's done, he's sending us to run.
Shoes on! Starting in 3. Don't let DJ be the first one back. Go!
The guys get efficient doing one thing. So we want to cut away their efficiency and push their conditioning by tiring them out.
Let's go, guys. Get those shoes off. Get ready. Round's about to start. Drive the body, drive the body, drive the body.
Push it. Use your hand. Put your hands and push it. There you go. And then drop your head a little lower.
Shoes on!
I'm running with multiple people, but I don't try to race my teammates. I always try to race the clock. The clock is constant. It's always going. It's never going to slow down. It's never going to stop. It's on to keep on going.
Well, styles make fights. Horiguchi has a different style than DJ has faced.
Hustle up, hustle up.
It's an interesting challenge because he's very fast. He jumps across the distance. He's got a good wrestling base. So we're going to take that as a huge challenge. And we're going to figure out a way for DJ to meet the fans' expectations in this fight.
Good chicken brown rice, light sauce. Oh, it's on you guys today. Ha 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 ha.
Premier.
Oh, I know.
Is this brown rice?
Brown rice, light sauce, chicken. Thank you. We basically eat here. I've been eating here for how many?
Years.
Years. Just basically chicken with brown rice, cucumber with a light sauce and a little hot sauce. Gives me the energy I need to finish out the night. So, remember I sent Brad that email and it had nothing on it? And he goes, "This is probably your best grammar email ever." Because there was nothing there.
There's an empty email?
Yeah.
Is Brad confirmed for 5?
Mm-hmm. I talked to him, he said, yep. He'll be here at 5.
Right.
Do 5 rounds of pads and then ready to grapple and do technique. I just come in here, hook up my Xbox, call this a briefcase. It's got its own traveling TV, a good investment, helps pass by the time between training sessions. I mean, it's almost 2 o'clock, so I got 3 hours to the next training session, so there'll be no point in me driving home, chilling there, driving all the way back, get ready to train. So I just stay up here, kill 3 hours at a time, and then get back out there.
This is actually real world behind the scenes of Demetrious Johnson. This is literally what he does 80% of the time. 20% of the time he trains, 80% he plays Call of Duty or some variation of combat game.
I'm a good person. I don't hurt anybody.
Horiguchi is an incredibly tough opponent. I don't think he gets enough credit. You have a guy who's incredibly unorthodox, and I think he's going to be one of those guys that's going to pose kind of different challenges to DJ that he hasn't seen before.
He likes distance. When you have a guy who likes distance and is a counter puncher, he's banking on you to make a mistake.
There's a lot of things that he doesn't do also. And there's a lot of things that his opponents haven't done to him in the past. No opponent has done the things to him that DJ's gonna do to him yet.
On, head and body. Put your hand across that distance. Put your hand across that distance. There you go. Keep measuring that distance. That's it.
My goal is always to go out there, no matter who it is fight the perfect fight. That is my ultimate goal.
And right hand, right away. There you go. Turn him, take his balance, and go on the head.
So when I went against Chris Carriazo and past 4 title fights, that's been my goal, and that is my goal against Kyoji.
まあ自分は東京から日本の東京から来てこの三ノ瀬に練習しに来ました。そうですね、やっぱりトップレスラーとかの刺激だったり日本に持ち帰りたいなと思ったから今回来ました。
We're definitely known for wrestling. Wrestling makes champions, and we grind like none other. I think we're the best wrestling gym. I think we're the best gym in the world.
Well, you know, one of the unique things that we have offered here at AKA is Daniel Cormier's wrestling. The guy is a great wrestling coach, and he attracts a lot of people.
That brings high-class talent from around the world in, from different weight classes, from 25-pounders to heavyweights.
I got Kyoji.
Go, man, grab a partner.
So when DC, who was a 2-time US Olympian in the sport, selected Horiguchi for warm-ups, it came as a surprise to the young Japanese fighter.
Ready? Hit the timer.
まあそうですね。まあいきなりかと思いましたけど、まあやったらやったで、まあなんとかなりました。まあそうです。すごいよく教えてくれたし、すごいいいテクニックもいっぱいあったんで。
I take a hard shot and force Luke to defend. Here, he's sprawling. I'm not beat. There you go. Now, double.
で、さっきやったのはダブルで来てこうやってやるじゃん、そうするとシングルになるじゃん、そうすると相手が動いたといって頭が入ればあのポジションに自動的になってる。ああ、勝手になってる。勝手になってる。それ
Kyoji's got perfect partners for him here. You know, Sean Bunch, basically one of the best wrestlers ever to walk the face of the earth. You know, is here perfectly for his size, the speed, the agility. As far as wrestling goes, is almost like a mirror image of Demetrious Johnson, just a better wrestler.
Bunch, step in front and turn it.
It's great to be able to work with him, a new guy, to come in and show me some of his tricks. And I can also show some of my wrestling abilities that will help him down the road and get that UFC belt. So it's a great opportunity.
Is it?
Fight with Kyoji and Demetrious, you know, from what I've observed, I watched Kyoji's last fight and I was extremely impressed with his movement inside and out, how he's constantly moving and attacking. You gotta be quick. Quick head movement.
まあそうですね、距離もそうだし、やっぱ一番距離ですね。
Don't think power, you gotta think speed. まあそうですね、自分はもうタックルしてしっかり打撃を当て
っていう。で KO で勝つっていうプランができてます。
And for Horiguchi, who became interested in the sport when pride was at its height, winning the UFC belt goes beyond just personal accomplishment.
そうですね、今日本はすごい格闘技がもう下がっちゃってそうですね、まあ自分がしっかりチャンピオンになって有名になれば、まあ日本の人も認知してくれる人は多くなるんで、まあ絶対そのなんていうんだろう、盛り上がってくるなと思います。I'm ready to get UFC belt.
From the moment I started fighting professionally, you know, I always wanted the toughest tests. You know, and that's a term that's thrown around by many people, oh, they want to test themselves. That's not what I wanted. I didn't want to test myself. I didn't need to test myself. I knew my capabilities, but I wanted the biggest fights possible to make the most money, to have the best career. Anytime Dana or Joe Silva calls my phone and they offer me an opponent, I don't even think about it. Listen, I fight for the UFC. I'm a fighter. That's what I do. Like when I fought Chael Sonnen, called me up on 5 days' notice. I did it. I stepped up. John Jones didn't take that fight on 5 days' notice. He was too dangerous, apparently. I took that fight, and I've always done that. Deep down, you know, that's who I am. I am a fighter. That's why I do this for a living.
Bisping would face former Strikeforce champion Kung Lee in Macau.
It was certainly a formidable opponent, but I cruised through that fight.
Kung is hurt big time in Bisping, landing shot after shot here.
I established my range, and then from there it was just a matter of taking him out.
It is all over! Michael, the Count Bisping! Stops Kung Lee!
The fans enjoyed it, and I'm not so sure Kung Lee enjoyed it as much as I did.
But after 9 years in the organization and 15 UFC wins, Bisping is still chasing a shot at the title and that ever-elusive championship belt.
Breathe in deep. Nice, loose. Nice job.
I've been around the UFC for a long time, and I've been a perennial top 10 fighter.
Nice, loose man.
I've been in a position for #1 contender on a number of occasions, and I've lost those fights, you know, and I don't blame anybody but myself.
Time.
You know, and all those people out there that think they're hot because, you know, they're winning fights and they're on a win streak and this and that. I've gone 15-0. I've been there, I've done that, I've got the t-shirt. The only thing I haven't achieved is be a UFC world champion, and obviously that pisses me off. And if you think that I'm done and I haven't got the potential to be world champion, you're deluding. Because I tell you what, CB Dollaway is going to pay the price, and I'm going to show the world that Michael Bisping is here to stay, and I'm going nowhere.
Bisping's opponent, CB Dollaway, wrestled with Ryan Bader and Cain Velasquez at Arizona State University, where he earned All-American honors before transitioning into MMA. Dollaway has been a fighter constantly evolving throughout his 7-year UFC career.
Nice work, CB. Good scramble, CB. Don't let him go.
And he displayed some of his improved striking down in Brazil just over a year ago.
That man is a fighter in every sense. CB Dollaway jumped at the opportunity to return to South America.
The fight lasted just 30
some of the key factors of me growing so much as a fighter is that I am now a veteran. You know, I think I'm coming up on my 16th fight in the UFC.
Push yourselves here. Start, if you get submitted, that's 25 push-ups.
It's not as stressful going into the octagon as it once was, knowing that I have a complete all-around game. And, you know, I think that just comes from the years and years of experience of being in there.
In May, Dalloway's confidence was at an all-time high in a bout against Francis Calmont in Berlin, Germany.
So this was where Dalloway looked his best, when he started to get relaxed. Oh, and a nice takedown from Dalloway.
You know, we were able to put on a little showmanship, you know, throwing the hands up, taunting each other.
Crowd are really into it here in Berlin.
You know, we were getting some good cheers while it was going on, and I think most importantly, I was out there having fun.
Dalloway's enjoying this one. I'm sure you are enjoying this one too.
You know, I fight my best when I'm having fun. And, you know, I'm going to continue to have fun and continue to do this sport as long as I can. Bisbee are, you know, kind of in the same seat right now.
Switch! Hold him here.
You know, I know he's still hungry. I know he wants a title shot, and so do I. You know, you're going to see two motivated fighters go in there, and we're both hungry.
Change position on that back!
You know, when I go out there and fight Michael Bisping, I'm going to go have some fun. Looking to move, you know, into the top of the division and get my opportunity at a title shot.
Powerman Fitness was a dream of ours. Me and CB Dalloway and Ryan Bader, when we got into the sport, we knew that there was something greater than just, you know, having to travel around to different gyms and find jiu-jitsu one place, boxing one place, strength training one place. So 5 minutes consistent like grinding, kind of like me, just work with each other, pummel for a minute.
We wanted to be able to come to the gym, not have to leave, have all our coaches in one spot under one roof, and have the ability to just get everything done as high as you possibly can.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's what I want to see, all out explosion. Here, all of our coaches kind of talk to each other every single day. I'm talking to Aaron probably 2 or 3 times a day.
The harder you push through your foot, the harder this ball's going to come out. That means the harder you're going to punch someone in the face.
Good. Just so I can really get a feel on how CB's performing, so I know what to do on my end, whether it's ramp it up a little bit, take it down a little bit.
I like that little bit of that click at the top too when you're really moving it up fast. It just means the weights are kind of jumping.
It's just so that we can ultimately make CB perform the best in the cage.
Straight legs, looking straight up at the ceiling. Yeah, great. Nice job.
We're rounding towards the end of CB's camp right now, so we're working on just really basically keeping him healthy.
Then we got our ball rotations with the band, making sure that he's going to be ready when it comes to fight time. So think big power on the way out, big rotation, control it on the way back, and it's only 3 reps, so give it everything you got. Big power, big power. Good. This is Bisping's face or body right here, you're pounding. Good, turn it around. Not getting too crazy with any heavy weights or anything. We put all that work in already, so just really making sure we're staying powerful, staying nice and fast. Rest. 3 of the box blast. Yeah, good. Use those arms to shoot them up. 1 more each. Good, there we go.
You know, Aaron's the guy who gets all the game planning and stuff down. I just make sure CB's ready, mind and body.
We'll switch, 5 minutes straight. Mixed martial arts is a process, and having a wrestling background, we know from the champions before us and the champions now, you have to have a wrestling background. Luckily, we have guys that have wrestled at a high level, that are very competitive, and they know how to train, they know how to work hard. When you have that mixture, it's a recipe for success, and that's what's going on with CB and Bader now. They're just hitting their stride right now. All right, last one, ready? Go! They're both on the verge of making that breakthrough and getting title shots. I really feel that way, and I feel like it's all happening for a reason. There's a time and a place, and it's happening right now.
When we were putting the gym together, I definitely wanted to make sure I lived close to it. And I'm about 5 minutes away from here. Give him a bounce. Bounce on old Rockin' Rider. I get to go home in between workouts and hang out with my family, so I'm not missing out on my little girl growing up.
Want to do your ABCs? A, B, B. Good job. C, E. Good job.
It's a great mix of the work life and the family life. What can Dada do? That's what I do this for, is to, make sure my family has a better future. Give me nuts. Thank you. Just couldn't be a better atmosphere for me to do that.
Aw, thank you, baby.
Ruka Sport is a Ruka training facility. It's a private gym. We built it for BJ Penn. We defended a couple world titles out at this gym. And we get a lot of fighters coming through here, but it's kind of an invitation-only type of place.
Among the pro fighters today are UFC strawweight Kylan Curran and UFC light heavyweight Patrick Cummins, who was a two-time All-American wrestler at Penn State and a two-time U.S. national team member.
Speed, don't worry about power. Try to find your target. Use your feet, nice. Let's see if we can get some offense off all that foot movement you're doing. So nice. Pat's a beast. I mean, Pat Cummins is as good of a wrestler you're gonna get in this sport. Sorry, stay with it. Nice, Mike. Nice. There we go. There's a hook. Stay confident with it. And he happens to be in a higher division. I mean, he's a bigger, stronger CB Dalloway. He's a 205-pounder. He's not an 85-pounder. Stay with it, Mike. You got this. He poses twice as threat as a CB Dalloway. Yeah, pick that head up. If we can roll with this guy, we can roll with anybody. Stay all the way up, Mike. All the way up. Nice, buddy. You're fine. Stay with it.
CB Dalloway's a tough guy, a decorated wrestler, but I think Mike's scrappy.
Stay with it. 15 seconds.
He'll never, ever quit. I love that never say die attitude.
Good work, Pat. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. Good work. Dalloway cannot bring that. Because of that, I'll be able to let my hands go more and the kicks go more and get that knockout.
Joining Michael today at training is 13-year-old Callum Bisping, who has grown quite a bit since celebrating his father's win at UFC 105 back in 2009.
So I do jiu-jitsu about 2-3 times a week, and I got a silver medal in the Worlds actually in Long Beach about a year ago, so that was pretty cool.
Stand up, come on!
I'm a big fan of mixed martial arts and my dad's fights. I film him spar and stuff, and we watch it afterwards and we review it, see what he does right, see what he does wrong.
Who needs a UFC countdown crew when you've got a son? It's your birthday,
the night of the fight. Yeah, you have to win that.
When I kick his ass, when I defeat him, I will dedicate the fight to your birthday.
Great.
How's that?
Good.
What fights have you been to of mine?
I went to when you beat Elvis Sidicic.
Elvis Sidicic, you were there.
There was
Dennis Kang.
You
went to one in Australia, didn't you?
Did I? No, Rivera. Jorge.
You were there for the whole
Yeah.
In the crowd?
In the crowd, yeah, I remember.
Hopefully, the next fight will be around the summer break time.
Yeah.
So you can come to the fight, we get the fight. And maybe, so don't...
Maybe, yeah. I won't put it on the calendar.
Maybe be in the corner as well.
Yeah. Where do you want to fight next after Canada?
I'm not bothered. I couldn't care less. Anywhere. Anyone, anywhere.
Anytime.
Lucas, look, this guy here is powering me. He's punching me in the face. He's super strong, yeah. But he's not that strong, because I just got up. Yeah, the kids are on spring break right now, and obviously Callum came down, he filmed the sparring today, which is great to have you know, because your coaches can say, listen, you didn't do this very good, or you did this fantastic. But when you see it yourself, that's when it really hits home, you know. Your coach might say, you're dropping your left hand a bit, and you might think in your head, well, what are you talking about? It felt to me like my left hand was there the whole time, and then you see on the camera, my word, I was dropping my left hand. So it's very, very useful. It's nice to watch it back and analyze it. It's also very humbling to see you getting yourself thrown around like a rag doll, and keeps you hungry. And it's nice that, you know, he's so interested in what I do. He does jiu-jitsu. He says he wants to fight when he's older. I'm not so sure about that. What do you think, Cal?
I want to do that, yeah.
Yeah, well, you know, he's a clever kid, so we'll see.
After college, let's see.
Be prepared. Trust me, if you think I'm overbearing, as a coach, if you're getting into that octagon, I'll be a pain in the backside, believe you me. Man, I'm sore. So I'm here at Misfits Martial Arts and Fitness in Westminster. This is where I do my jiu-jitsu training and a lot of my grappling stuff.
I've been working with Mike for about the last 4.5 years or so. Came over from England, started training with the team.
We finally opened up our own little spot, and you know, we're lucky enough to have Mike call this place home for this camp.
Ah! Set, refresh. Same deal, 2.5 if you like.
Galloway, you know, he's got the only Peruvian necktie finish in the UFC. As well as that, you know, he's a very good wrestler. He goes for headlocks a lot of guillotines, stuff like that.
Go kickaroo. Oh, got this one.
My time in here at Misfits, that's where we're focusing on that type of stuff. Escaping those bad positions, feeling what it's like to be under the pressure with a guy trying to tear your head off.
Wow! Bro, that looks like some horror movie type. Hey, he just took a piece of you home with him, dog.
So we're drilling everything as far as the chokes go to have like a mass familiarity with the moves.
Hopefully go through it hard here in the gym, so on the night it's easy. Whatever position you want, yeah, maybe at the side, in guard, whatever you want the starting position to be, wherever you feel advantageous.
Well, I think where Mike is in his career, that every fight, I mean, is so important. You're battling, getting back into the top 5. He's been fighting a really long time, so every fight counts. I like the matchup. It's a winnable fight. We don't need to worry about too much from CB, and I'm 100% confident.
What he's trying to say is the only way that CB, what he's trying to say is that the only way CB Dalloway wins is if he takes me down, dry humps me to death, and bores the entire arena to sleep. The way I'm gonna win, I'm gonna go out there, shut the up. I'm gonna go out there, I'm gonna electrify the crowd. Montreal are gonna see the best ass kicking they've ever seen. And CB Dalloway, good night, my friend. It's all over.
If Bisping looks at me and thinks I'm just a wrestler, that'd be a huge mistake for him.
Good.
You know, anyone watching my last fights, they've saw my progression, they've saw me get better every fight.
Now he's putting dudes down in training. Body kicks, leg kicks. There it is. The guy throws massively hard kicks. In case you're wondering at home why I'm having that big old pad plus this big old pad, is because he's got those big old legs, right? And they hurt really badly. His stand-up now that he's a lot more comfortable with it, he can stand up with Bisping if he wanted to. I really believe that. There we go.
Hey! You know, I've improved my stand-up game so much. I want to test myself, and nothing more would I like than to lay Bisping out, and score that big knockout in Canada.
Hey! Everybody wants to fight Michael Bisping. He's a sworn enemy to anybody in that middleweight division. So when you get a chance to fight that guy and punch Michael Bisping in the face is an exciting thing for any middleweight.
This is a fight where he's gonna go out there and show everybody he can beat anybody, the champ, anybody in that weight class.
There's a lot of tough guys in the middleweight division, but, you know, I'm one of them. You know, I just gotta earn my spot, and victory over Michael Bisping will do that for me.
We're gonna get a good workout. Let's get our rhythm going here. It's your fight to win this fight, man. That's what it is. 1-2. Ice this. Push! Nice speed. Push! Short left hook.
I have nothing against CB Dollaway, but when this fight is over, he's gonna hate me. He's gonna hate me because I'm gonna destroy this guy in front of the entire world.
Nice little shaking and baking there. Sneak right. Nice.
CB Dollaway ain't got that I haven't seen before. You know, I could do this standing on my head.
Push! That's it. Push! 2-1. Push!
I've got more heart, determination, and passion for this sport than any man alive, and that's a fact, and that's why I'm still here.
Forward. That's nice. There's a hungry man right there, bud. Hungry man. This fight's yours, bud.
Oh, yeah. This fight's mine, all right.
The Bell Center in Montreal will be the site of UFC 186, as Bisping and Dollaway face in a pivotal matchup in the middleweight division.
My friend, you're in for one hell of a beating. It's as simple as that. And that's not me trying to act hard. Those are the facts, I swear to God.
And the young Japanese phenom will attempt to shock the world by unseating the longtime champion. Watch UFC 186.